Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-shalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Ekripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyameshwaram. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Yonta pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjivayata kila shakti dhara swadhamna anyam shahasta charana shravana tvagadim pranamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam katanchana smrute yasmin duskaram sukaram bhavet vismrute vipritam syat Shri Chaitanya namamitam. Hare Krishna. My sincere gratitude to everyone here for welcoming me. This is the first time I am coming here. And I sincerely thank you for such a spiritually surcharged atmosphere that you created. When I entered, I was so amazed by the drama. I was writing notes from the dialogues of the drama and sending it to Mumbai. And it was amazing. I'm wondering how you managed all the props. Everything was just perfect. The costumes, everything, amazing artwork. And the character I loved the most in the drama was Mr. Hiranyakashipu. I just loved it. Srila Prabhupada also very, in one lecture Srila Prabhupada calls Hiranyakashipu as Shriman Hiranyakashipu. He says, we are very grateful to Hiranyakashipu. Because of him, Lord Narasimhadev appeared. So generally Hiranyakashipu is a villain, demon, but because they are all of you are wonderful devotees doing this service for the pleasure of devotees, I know that even if I remember the Hiranyakashipu of this drama, I will go back home back to Godhead. So it's very sweet. So I sincerely thank every one of you. So generally when we do Narasimhadev appearance day, we talk about the pastime, we do dramas for the pastime. But the main part of the story, we don't have time because then its time is over. We need to have prasadam, we need to end the program. But the highlight of this Narasimhadev pastime is the prayers that Prahlad Maharaj offers after Lord Narasimhadev appears. This is very interesting. Very rarely do we discuss or very rarely do we have a class only on the prayers of Prahlad. Because by the time we finish the pastime, it's already 1 hour. So today we will not discuss the pastime because the pastime we already saw. We will briefly discuss the prayers that Prahlad Maharaj offers. So 7th canto, the first 10 chapters is on Narasimhadev Prahlad pastime. So we will skip the first 8 chapters because you saw that in the drama. We will now discuss the 9th and the 10th chapter, which is prayers of Prahlad. So there is one very special prayer which I want all of you to repeat after me. If we chant this prayer every day, it is guaranteed that our consciousness will be very safe. All our insecurities will vanish. Because in this material world, especially grahasthas, there are a lot of fear, insecurities, attachments. To deal with these attachments and fear, we need to feel a sense of belonging with the Lord. When we feel that sense of shelter, then all fear will vanish. So there is an extremely powerful prayer in the Shrimad Bhagavatam where Prahlad Maharaj offers in the 5th canto. If we chant this prayer, then all our fear and insecurity will go away. So will you repeat after me? Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Namaste Tejase. Namaste Tejase. Aver Aver Bhava. Aver Aver Bhava. Vajranakha. Vajranakha. Vajradamshra. Vajradamshra. Karmashaya. Karmashaya. Randhya Randhya. Randhya Randhya. Tamo Grasa Grasa. Tamo Grasa Grasa. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Abhayam Abhayam. Abhayam Abhayam. Atmani. Atmani. Bhuishtha. Bhuishtha. Om Shram. Meaning of this mantra, this prayer is Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. This means my respectful obeisances to Lord Narasimhadev. Namaste Tejase. Oh my dear Lord, the source of all power. So we are acknowledging the Lord is source of all power. Avir Avir Bhava. Please appear in my heart. Just like you appeared in the pillar. Appear in my heart. And just like you tore Hiranyakashipu with your thunderbolt like nails, Vajranakha, Vajradamshtra, your teeth are like thunderbolt, your nails are like thunderbolt. Destroy the Hiranyakashipu like material desires, Karma Shayan, Randhya Randhya means vanquish it. Tamo Grasa Grasa, my materialistic desires are coming from ignorance, please destroy them. Om Swaha. Swaha. Om Swaha means my respectful obeisances. Abhayam Abhayam. Please grant me fearlessness. Remove all fear and insecurity. Atmani Bhuishtha. Please appear in my mind. Appear in my heart. Om Shram. Om Shram means, oh Lord, please appear. You know, it's like when we say in English, Your Highness, Your Grace, Your Holiness, a respectful address to a very honorable person. In Sanskrit it is called as Om or Ksham or Klim or Swaha. All these are respectful address to a great personality. So did you get the meaning of this mantra, this prayer? So if you chant this prayer repeatedly, we are guaranteed to overcome all insecurity and all fear. Can we chant it again? Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Namaste Tejase. Namaste Tejase. Avir Avir Bhava. Avir Avir Bhava. Vajranakha. Vajranakha. Vajradamshra. Vajradamshra. Karmashaya. Randhya Randhya. Tamo Grasa Grasa. Om Swaha. In the end of this class, we'll chant this once again, because in ISKCON all prayers we chant 3 times. So in case I forget, please remind me. So now we'll discuss Prahlad's prayers from the 7th canto. So after Hiranyakashipu is killed by Lord Nrsimhadev, everyone is afraid to go in front of Nrsimhadev, because he is in a Ugra Rupa, extremely ferocious, angry. And Brahmaji tells Prahlad, you are responsible for this incarnation. So you go and pacify the Lord. So Prahlad comes with a garland. And Lord Nrsimhadev becomes like a lion who is very affectionate to his cubs. So Lord Nrsimhadev picks up Prahlad, puts him on his lap and starts licking him like a lion licks the cub. And then Prahlad offers his most choice prayers. Now the interesting thing is, it's obvious. Nobody could satisfy the Lord except Prahlad. But look at Prahlad's humility. He doesn't think, I have done what nobody else could do, so I am the most special. I could pacify the Lord when nobody could pacify the Lord. So he offers this good, he begins this prayer. Look at the first prayer that he offers. Shri Prahlad Vacha, Prahlad says, Brahmadayo Suragana Munayo Tashiddha Sattve Gatana Vachaso Vachasam Pravahe Naraditum Puruguner Aduna Pivipru Kim Toshtum Arhati Same Harirugra Jate. He says, when Brahma, Shiva, Lakshmi, they could not satisfy you. They are your most dear devotees. How can I satisfy you? If you are satisfied with me, that is your greatness, not my ability to satisfy you. I am extremely ordinary. I am Ugra Jate. I am from a demoniac family. Actually, if you see, Prahlad is the best. It is obvious. But he doesn't think he is the best. This is the hallmark of a true devotee. He is genuinely humble. And then he says, my dear Lord, to please you is very easy. One doesn't have to be qualified. One doesn't have to be super intelligent. Manye dana vijana rupa tapa shrutaujas teja prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayu tapaya. Somebody may have done, followers, rupa, beauty, tapa, austerity, intelligence, influence, charisma, power, bala, all these things. But none of them can please you, my dear Lord. Only a heart that is filled with emotions for you, only that can satisfy. So these are all extremely important. Generally, we don't give importance to prayers. When we study Bhagavatam, I've seen devotees, we skip through prayers. We want to enter the pastime. We want action. We all like action. But the actual nectar in the Bhagavatam is in the prayers. Because the prayers teach us how we can pray. The prayers teach us how we can consciously choose our thoughts. So none of these external qualities can please the Lord. So there is a very beautiful section that Rupa Goswami explains that Krishna is not pleased by anything external. So, Namno Sudamno Kim Tad Dhanam. He gives the different things that people think will please the Lord. He says, none of them will please the Lord except bhakti. And this is what Prahlad is saying in this verse also. So like this, we have verses after verses. And in the end, after all these prayers, Lord Nrsimhadev says, Prahlad, I'm very happy with you. Ask for a benediction. I will give you anything you ask. And what does Prahlad ask? And he answers, Anybody knows? What does he say?
He said that I'm not a businessman. Leave your thing.
Yes. His immediate response, my dear Lord, please don't ask me to ask for a blessing because I'm not a businessman. I'm not prayed to you to get something in return. Very unlike all of us. Even if the Lord doesn't ask, we'll ask the Lord. How many of you follow Hindi? Okay, I'll say something in Hindi because in English I translate it loosely but it doesn't have the same effect. आज कमाल का ताना मारा मंदिर में भगवान ने. Today the Lord was very sarcastic to me in the temple. आज कमाल का ताना मारा मंदिर में भगवान ने. मांगने आते हो हमेशा, कभी मिलने भी आया करो. The Lord was very sarcastic today in the temple. He said, you always come and ask from me. Why don't you come for meeting me? It doesn't have the same effect in English, right? So we are always asking. So Narasimha Dev is shocked. Prahlad is not asking for anything. And Srila Prabhupada, he loved Prahlad Maharaj's prayers so much so that in 1976 during Gaur Purnima festival, thousands of devotees have come to Mayapur. First time Americans, Europeans are coming to Mayapur to take darshan of Mayapur Dham and to hear from Srila Prabhupada about Lord Chaitanya. And Srila Prabhupada speaks only Prahlad Maharaj prayers, including on the Gaur Purnima day. That means these prayers are very, very, very dear to Srila Prabhupada. So many times Srila Prabhupada says, we don't want anything from Krishna, we just want to love Krishna. Now please don't think that if you have material desires, you can't go to Krishna. Please, you ask whatever you want from Krishna, but know the gold standard. Know that is the standard, but don't beat yourself up if you're desperate for, I was in America before I came here, devotees want H1B visa, they want green card. So I tell them, no problem, ask from Krishna. A child will ask the parent, so you can ask from Krishna, no problem, there is no problem in asking. But know that the highest standard is, your devotees don't ask. But we can ask, because Krishna prefers you are honest. Honesty is better than pretend. Pretending to be a pure devotee when you are actually having a lot of desires will neither satisfy you nor will it make Krishna happy. Is that clear? Having said that, let us see the gold standard. Prahlad doesn't want anything. And Prabhupada was giving this class. Prabhupada became emotional. I was hearing Prabhupada's class on this. He says, Krishna would go to the forest to herd the cows. And the gopis, they love Krishna so much. When Krishna comes back from the forest, the gopis simply wanted to make Krishna happy. They did not go and check his pockets to see what Krishna has brought for us from the forest. This is exact words Prabhupada uses. So we don't have a mercantile relationship with Krishna. So Narasimha Dev is very pleased. And then Narasimha Dev says, Prahlad, I order you, ask. If you want to make me happy, ask a blessing from me. I order you to ask. Then Prahlad's second innings of prayer starts. And what do you think he asks this time? Somebody else? Anybody know what he asks? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Yes, Prabhu.
To forgive his father.
Yes, you know it because you are Lord Vishnu, right? He says, you know what Prahlad says? Very interesting. The first time he came back from school, Prahlad, what did he tell his father? Father asked him, what is the best thing you learned from in the school? So Prahlad says, Tasadu manne suravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyama sagraha hitvatmapatam grahamanda kopam vanam gatoya harimashrahita. He says, go to Vrindavan. So what is his father Hiranyakashipu's reaction the first time when Prahlad says, go to the forest? He's shocked, but what is his reaction? Does he get angry? No, he starts laughing. He says, oh, our son's intelligence has been spoiled by the spies who have come to our child's school. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport there, so devotees should learn lesson from this and should go in disguise everywhere and spread the message of Krishna consciousness. So the second time Prahlad goes to the school and Shanda and Amarka teach him, the second time Prahlad comes back, his father says, what is the best thing you have learned? And then he says, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnum, like that. He speaks all those verses. And then Hiranyakashipu gets very angry. His lips start quivering. And he feels like a snake that has been trampled. He shouts at Prahlad. But before Prahlad replies, Hiranyakashipu had kept Prahlad on his lap and had smelt his head and hair. And out of affection, tears had come in Hiranyakashipu's eyes. And Prahlad noted that my father loves me. So now when Narasimhadev says, Prahlad, I order you to take a blessing, Narasimhadev is ordering him, Prahlad says, my dear Lord, if you really want to bless me, please forgive my father because he loved me, give him your blessings. Hiranyakashipu's life was filled with demoniac qualities. He just did one small good thing, once he showed affection, and Prahlad zoomed into that one good affection and broadened it, expanded it, and saw that good quality. What we do, we see in another devotee is lifetime of good qualities, but one small mistake everybody makes some mistake, right? Nobody is perfect. But what we do, we zoom into that one small mistake and expand it. And we start feeling I've been a victim, we start having prejudices, biases, we make mountain out of a mole. This is a very important lesson from Prahlad. He's seeing all faults, but he chooses to accept and see the good. We see only good things, but we choose fault. But then Narasimhadev says, oh Prahlad, your father, what to speak of your father, your 21 generations have been liberated. So there are many beautiful prayers in that section where Prahlad is glorifying Lord Narasimhadev. So, but what is his mood? He doesn't want anything. In the entire prayers, he is only glorifying the Lord and he is asking for helping others. Now you may say, okay, I hear all these prayers, but I have a desire for money, stability. Can I ask from Krishna? Now, there are two problems. One is, if we ask from Lord materialistic things, then we don't really make advancement in spiritual life. Is it not? But if we ask for spiritual things without being there, bhakti appears very artificial. Is it not? So what is the way out? Simple. Ask for whatever you want from the Lord, but end your prayer by saying, my dear Lord, please give me the intelligence to ask for the right things. When I joined the ashram in the year 1998, I come from an academic background, and our ashram had a lot of young educated boys from a university, and we used to have monthly Bhagavad Gita exams. And we are supposed to be devotees, but we had some competitive mood. I wanted to come first in the monthly Bhagavad Gita exams because of that conditioning. Externally we would say, I am servant. Oh Prabhu, you are glorious. I want to serve you, but inside, I want to come first. So I would memorize the Gita verses all the time. I was a young man. I was 25 then. I was passionate. But I was getting torn because externally we are trying to be very humble, servant, wanting others to do well. But internally I was fiercely competitive. So I went to my spiritual authority and I asked him, I am getting torn by this. What should I ask from Krishna? He said, you want to come first in the exams? Ask for coming first. I said, but that's not pure devotional service, that's materialistic. He said, yeah, but at least that is honest. But then I said, how will I make advancement? I'm honest, but honesty could be shamelessness. There is a difference between being honest and being shameless. Somebody says, I don't chant Hare Krishna, I'm very honest. He's shameless. Honesty is not shamelessness. Honesty means to know where you are, but not remain where you are. That is honesty. So honesty means, yes, I am here, but I don't want to remain there. So he gave a good answer. He said, simple, ask from Krishna. Krishna, I want to come first in the exams, please help me. And after that, you end your prayer by saying, Krishna, I am a fool. I don't know what is good for me. Please give me the intelligence that next time when I come in front of you, I can pray for things that are good for me. But right now, I want to come first in the exam. Please. You see what is happening here? We are being honest and we are also aspiring for something higher. But always come to Krishna, even if it is a materialistic desire. Because the second canto of Bhagavatam says, Akama sarva kamo va. Okay, can you repeat this verse after me? It's simple. Akama sarva kamo va. Akama sarva kamo va. Moksha kama udarati. Moksha kama udarati. Tivrena bhakti yogena. Tivrena bhakti yogena. Yajeta purusha param. Yajeta purusha param. Akama, you have no desires. Sarva kamova, you have a lot of desires to enjoy. Moksha kama, you want liberation. Whatever it is, come to Krishna. Do bhakti yoga. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purushaparam. Because Krishna will purify the heart. The idea is, come to Krishna in the guidance of devotees, purify your heart, do service, and then one day you will say, Krishna, I don't want this. Today I don't want to come first in the exam, in the competitive exam. So we get purified over a period of time. Dhruva was a small boy. He wanted a kingdom greater than his great-grandfather. He wanted a lot of wealth. And he did intense penance. And when the Lord appeared and asked him, Dhruva, what do you want? What did Dhruva say? He was desperate for wealth, power. And when Lord appeared, he looks at the Lord and starts crying. My dear Lord, I want nothing. But you are asking? And then Dhruva says this beautiful verse. Sthana bilashi tapasi stitoham tvam praptavan deva munindra guyam kacham vichinvan api divya ratnam swamin kritatosmi varam nayache. He says, my dear Lord, I wanted a kingdom greater than my great-grandfather. Sthana bilashi tapasi stitoham. I performed a lot of austerities. But what did I get in return? Tvam praptavan deva munindra guyam. I got you, which is so rare that great devatas don't get you. Now that I got you, I am realizing that what I wanted earlier was like Kacham vichinvan api devya ratnam. I was looking for broken pieces of glass and now I'm getting diamond. Swamin kritatosmi varam nayache. My dear Lord, I want nothing. I just want you. For this is the mercy of Krishna. He purifies the heart. The more we meditate on Krishna, more we connect with Krishna. And then we say, Krishna, thank you, I want nothing else. In fact, what is Krishna's best blessing? You ask desperately for something, you get it. See, if we think Krishna is very kind if he gives me what I want. Sometimes you think Krishna, he didn't give me, maybe he has a better plan. But Krishna's best blessing is when he gives you what you asked for and then he also gives you the realization that, oh, I shouldn't have asked for this. It was not worth it. That means you are the chosen one. But let us come to Krishna. And there are so many beautiful prayers. I want to just chant a few, Like Prahlad, some of the prayers are like my favorites. And they're very graphic. He describes about what all he has seen as a young 5-year-old boy. So one of the prayers he says, Drishta maya divi vibho kila drishnapana ayushriyo vibhava icchati anjanoyam yesmat pito kupitaha savijrimbitabru visfurjitena lulitat satute nirasta. He says, my dear Lord, I saw my father. Drishta maya divivibho khiladishnapana. My father was the ruler of the entire planetary systems. And he had unlimited power. Ayushriyo vibhava icchati anjanoyam. He could get what he wanted. He had prowess, he had youthfulness, he had opulences, he had glories. And when he would get angry with the demigods, we saw in the drama, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, everybody is going to Hiranyakashipu. And Prahlad has seen all of this. He says, my father would sometimes get angry with the demigods. And he would laugh angrily. Yesmat kupitaha savijambita. He would move his eyebrows. And all the demigods would tremble in fear. So he said, they all would tremble in fear. I've seen all of this, my dear Lord. And now I see, Visfurjitena lulita satute nirasta. So easily you finished him off. So Prahlad Maharaj explains to the Lord that we may have a lot of prowess, but time is so powerful that everything will be finished. Whoever you are, old age, disease, death will come and vanquish us all. When I was a young boy, when I was a teenager, there was Olympics in Atlanta, 1996. Now, 1960, there was a great boxer called Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. He won the gold medal in the Rome Olympics. When he would come into the ring to fight, all his fans would sing a song. I fly like a bird, I sting like a bee, I am the greatest Muhammad Ali. He was the greatest boxer of all time. And he even made a statement, I am the greatest. But he was humble. In 1996, he had Parkinson's, he was trembling. And he was the last man to light the torch of flame. In the Olympics, they light that torch. And he had that torch. And he was trembling. With great trepidation, difficulty, somehow the whole world was watching with bated breath. Imagine, in the last minute, if it falls off your hand, it could be an anticlimax. With so much difficulty, he put it. The whole world was clapping, cheering, but the organizers simply heaved a sigh of relief. Because it's not easy. The same hand with which he knocked off one adversary after another, now those hands were not helping. We all will go through that. Bhagavatam says, whoever you are will be finished. Therefore, don't ask for material blessings. Because it's all going to go away anyway. Kutra shisha shuti sukha mrigatrishni rupa Kvedam kalevaram ashesha rujan viroha Nirvidyate natajano yadapeti vidvan Kamanalam madhulavai shamayandurape. Prahlad is saying such a beautiful prayer. My dear Lord, why people come to you for blessings? Kutra shisha, ashisha means blessing. Kutra shisha shruti sukha mrigatrishni rupa. Whatever blessings we are asking, it's like a mirage. In a desert, mirage is water, but it's not water. It's an illusion of water. We are asking for blessings, but this body with which we enjoy these blessings is going to give away. Vedam Kalevaram Shesha Rujan Viroha. And while we have this body, there's going to be plenty of diseases in this body. Nirvidyate natajano yadapeti vidvan. Therefore, intelligent people say we shouldn't ask for material benedictions because it is like a fire. Kamanalam madhulave shamayan durape. These desires can never be fulfilled. How much ever we ask, we demand, it never gets extinguished. You know, one of the greatest illusions of the mind is the mind convinces us that the more you get, then the less you will need. Because once you have everything, then you will not need much. But you know what is the reality? The more you have, the more you need. Mind cheats us. So therefore the real blessing is Krishna, I want to develop loving emotions for you. I want to serve your devotees. And that's Prahlad's prayer. Naivatmana prabhurayam nijalabha purna manam janada vidusha karuno vrinite yadyajjano bhagavate vidadita mana yachatmane pratimukasya yatamukashri. He gives a beautiful example. He says, my dear Lord, there is a mirror. When you look at the mirror, do you decorate the reflection in the mirror or do you decorate your face? So if you decorate your face, the reflection also becomes beautiful. You don't make your reflection beautiful. You make yourself beautiful, the reflection becomes beautiful. So Prahlad is saying, my dear Lord, tat chapmane pratimukasya tamkashri. You are the reality. If I make you happy, then I will also be happy. I don't have to separately try to make myself happy. So the mood in Bhakti Yoga is we want to please Krishna. This is Prahlad's mood. I want nothing from you, my dear Lord. I want to make you happy. Having said that, I will clarify once again. If you have desires, what do? Go to Krishna and ask, but do we ask him shamelessly? No. We ask what we want, but we also aspire for something higher. See, Srila Prabhupada, you know what he used to ask from Krishna when he was a young boy? He and his sister used to fly kites. And Prabhupada used to say that I used to pray to Krishna, Krishna, let my kite fly higher than my sister's kite. So the idea is connect with Krishna. You know, we have a child in our school in Mumbai, Gopal's Garden High School. Like the children we had in the drama, same age. Aryan, I was shocked, he was running for his exam. This boy was running for his exam with Jagannath in his hand. So, you know, at his home there are two altars. One they have in the main temple in the hall, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and one in his room, he has Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra deities. His mother did not know that. He had kidnapped Jagannath from his altar. And he would have his writing board for the exam and the pen box in his right hand. And left hand he had Jagannath, he was carrying Jagannath with him for the exam. And I saw him. I said, hey Aryan, wait. What is this? Exam, Prabhuji, I am getting late. I said, wait. Where are you running? What is this? Oh, this is Jagannath. I said, you take Jagannath for exam? Yeah, every time, every exam. I said, what Jagannath has to do in your exam? He said, Prabhu, simple. When I am giving the exam, I sit in the bench and I keep Jagannath in front of me. As soon as the teacher gives the question paper, I first show the question paper to Jagannath. Jagannath, please see this. The whole question paper. And then I write the exam. And after I finish the exam, and before submitting my answer sheet to the examiner, I show the answer sheet to Jagannath. See, Jagannath, I written what I could, now you take care. What a unique, innovative way of connecting with. And his parents had no idea. I told his mother that evening, Mataji, do you know what your son is doing in the school? She said, really? She was shocked. So the idea is, somehow, Rupa Goswami says, Yena kena prakarena manha Krishna niveshe. Somehow connect with Krishna, somehow come to Krishna. And festivals like this is an opportunity. When we see children perform dramas, when we see kirtan, we just want to somehow come to Krishna. So this is the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. Glorify Krishna and don't ask for anything material. But if you're not there as yet, ask from Krishna. But with an aspiration that Krishna, I want to become pure. Like this, if we pray, then we will attract the blessings of the Lord. So can we chant this prayer once more before we have some discussions and questions? Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Namaste Jaste Jase. Namaste Jaste Jase. Avir Avir Bhava. Avir Avir Bhava. Vajra Nakha. Vajra Nakha. Vajra Damshta. Vajra Damshta. Karmashaya. Randhya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuvishtha Om Shram Narasimha Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, any reflections, questions, comments regarding today's discussion on Prahlad's prayers? Okay, those of you interested, this prayer which I chanted just now, Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya, this is 5th canto, 18th chapter, verse number 8. If you're interested to read and memorize it, 5.18.8. And Bhagavatam, if you want to study Prahlad's prayers, then 7th canto, 9th chapter and 10th chapter. You will find beautiful prayers by Prahlad. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions?
Hare Krishna. I have one question, especially on your interpretation on bhakti. So, because this being the glorifying of bhakti of a year kid towards Almighty, so I wanted to know, like, what is your interpretation on bhakti, and how do you define the Navavida bhaktis, which you started explaining, but you wanted to, it was short, so I wanted to know, like, what is your interpretation on Navavida bhakti, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Dastim, Satyam, that's one.
So you're asking two things. One is, what is Shravanam, Kirtanam, that entire 9 Navavida bhakti?
Your interpretation of that, yeah.
And before that, you asked?
Before that is like, what is your interpretation of pure bhakti?
What is bhakti?
Yeah, what is bhakti?
So bhakti actually is defined. See, forget my interpretation. My interpretation is useless. See, our interpretation can be mental speculation. But when we discuss about bhakti, when we discuss about spiritual realities, better to follow the established standard. So our great teachers in the past have defined bhakti very succinctly, very perfectly. Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavritam anukulena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama. This is the definition of bhakti. This is the real interpretation of bhakti. So bhakti means anya abhilashita shunyam. All other desires are zero. Especially anya abhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavritam. Jnana and karma, speculation and selfish activity are zero. And then what is there? Anukulena krishnanu. Favorable activity for pleasing Krishna. Shilanam bhaktiruttama. This is the best bhakti. This is the ideal bhakti. Very important here. Anukulena means wanting to please Krishna is the standard of bhakti. See, Krishna is happy or not happy, that is not in our hand. But wanting to please Krishna is called bhakti. Are you getting this? Like, for example, Kamsa, he made Krishna very happy. Because Krishna likes to fight. So when he entered the assembly, Chanura and Mushtika were wrestling with Krishna. They gave happiness to Krishna. Krishna was very happy with Kamsa, Chanura, Mushtika, Aghasur, Trinavartas. Does that mean they were doing bhakti? What do you think? Are they doing bhakti? No. Why they are not doing bhakti? Because intent was not there to please Krishna. Because the definition of bhakti is wanting to please Krishna. Now Mother Yashoda, she is chastising Krishna for stealing butter. She is scolding Krishna, and Krishna is crying and is angry with Mother Yashoda. So it may appear Krishna is not pleased by Mother Yashoda, but is pleased with demons. Does that mean demons are doing bhakti and Mother Yashoda is not doing bhakti? No. Mother Yashoda's service is called bhakti because her intention is to serve Krishna, please Krishna. So Anukulena Krishna, wanting to please Krishna is the main bhakti. That is bhakti. And bhakti can be performed in 9 ways. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma, Nivedanam. So 9. Shravanam is first, hearing. And the best example of hearing is Parikshit Maharaj. He heard for 7 days and 7 nights. Shravanam, Kirtanam, glorifying Krishna, Shukdev Goswami. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, remembering Krishna. Best example is Prahlad. He is considered as, for every 9 limbs of bhakti, for every limb there is one best example. Prahlad is considered best example for remembering Krishna. And we are practicing sadhana bhakti, and the essence of sadhana bhakti is to always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. And Prahlad is the best example for remembering Krishna. So if you remember Prahlad, you remember how to remember Krishna. And what is the fourth? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, worshipping the lotus feet of Krishna. The best example is Lakshmi ji. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, worshipping the deity form of the Lord. Prithu Maharaj is considered as the best example. Archanam, Vandanam, offering prayers. Who is considered the best example for offering prayers? Akrura. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, who is the best? Dasyam means servant. Who is the best servant of the Lord? Hanuman. Dasyam, Sakyam, friendship. Who is serving Krishna as a good friend? Arjuna. Atma Nivedanam, offering everything to Krishna. That is Bali Maharaj. So, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. And one personality doing all the 9 is Ambarish Maharaj. So, Shravanam, who is the best example? Kirtanam, Shukdev Goswami. Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj. Pada Sevanam, Lakshmi ji. Archanam, deity worship, Prithu Maharaj. Vandanam, glorifying Akrura. Sakyam, Dasyam, Hanumanji. Sakyam, Arjuna. And Atma Nivedanam, Bali Maharaj. And all the 9, Ambarish. Does that answer your 2 questions?
That's a very beautiful answer, and I like the way you give examples for each one of the stage of bhakti.
Yes.
So that is like following them on all 9 ways of bhakti and attaining ultimate goal. Thanks.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Maharaji, my question is related to how to come out from overthinking. Like suddenly something happens happening in the family, everybody is happy. But suddenly some disease or something come into life, then we say why this happened and all that. So how to overcome from that thinking, or how to detach from that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Overthinking is a very common problem. So I'll share, there are many ways of understanding this. I'll share one simple method. That is called as AAA, Awareness, Acceptance and Action. Awareness means watching your inner life like a video camera is observing. Like right now, this video camera is observing me. It is not judging me. It is just observing. You may be judging me. Right? When will the class end? What is there for dinner, Prashad, today? But the video camera is just observing. So sometimes you need to switch on the video camera inside. You need to observe what is happening without drama, without emotion. Right now, my mind is thinking about this disease. If you add drama to it, oh, my mind is so bad. One person was saying, Prabhuji, my mind is so bad, my mind is always troubling me. I realized that what he's speaking is also mind only speaking. Mind has come through the back door. So when you can observe what is happening inside without drama, that is called awareness. Separate yourself from your mind. That is awareness. So when you are overthinking, observe that the mind is doing all this drama and you are not the mind. Just like this phone is not me, this book is not me, this watch is not me, this kurta is not me. This is all different from me. Similarly, my mind is not me. Mind is different, I am different. Oh, my mind is saying all of this. That is awareness. And then acceptance. I accept the mind for what it is. Because you can't change the mind. Take care, Baba. You can say what you want. I accept. I don't agree with you, but I accept what the mind is saying. Because mind will anyway say that. So awareness and acceptance means like this. My mind is now overthinking about this pain in the throat I had. The mind is worrying that it could be throat cancer. That the report will come after 3 days, but the mind is worrying that my uncle died of throat cancer. The mind is telling me that I am also going to die of throat cancer. What will happen to my children if I get throat cancer? Where will the money be saved? The mind is saying all of this. I am not affected by this. It's a mind's drama. Now you are aware, and then I accept the mind. I allow the mind to think what it wants to think. Awareness and acceptance, you understood? Then the most important, what is the most important? Put on your shoes, get out of the house. Do some walking, get some endorphins. Come to the temple, wash pots. Do seva. Action is the best antidote for overthinking. Seva. Hanuman got into overthinking spiral in the Ramayana, in Sundarkand. He went to Lanka, he's not finding Sita. He's searching, and then finally he says, oh, I can't find Mother Sita. Now if I go back, Lord Ram will become so sad, he will end his life. If Lord Ram ends his life, then Lakshman will not be able to live without Ram. Lakshman will die. And if Lakshman and Ram die, then Sugriva is the best friend of Ram. Sugriva will commit suicide. If Sugriva commits suicide, all the Vanara soldiers will commit suicide. And then this news will reach Ayodhya, and Bharat and Shatrughna will die. And if Bharat and Shatrughna will die, then the queens will die, Kaushalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi. And if they all die, then the residents of Ayodhya will get into depression. And I am responsible for all of this suffering because I went with bad news that Mother Sita could not be found. Hanumanji! And then he started going to the palaces to look for Mother Sita. And he saw different queens lying in different poses, improperly dressed, because in night time. And he's a brahmachari. Brahmachari is not supposed to look at women, enter their bedrooms at night. And he's looking at all these queens. And then start getting guilty. Oh, I'm a brahmachari. I'm so fallen. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? So overthinking can affect the best of the devotees also. But what did Hanuman do? He came back to his purpose. Awareness, acceptance, and action. Action, seva. I am doing a service to Lord Ram. The more he connected to service, more that got punctured. But why I'm saying awareness and acceptance is important because many of us become victims of useless action also. When I say awareness and acceptance, that will ensure that you perform meaningful action, not useless action. Even terrorists are doing action. So action is not the antidote for overthinking. Meaningful action. Purposeful action. There are more on overthinking, but I know some people who are overthinking about overthinking. Prabhuji, I'm doing so much overthinking. How can I get out of overthinking? So learn to be happy. Action is the best. You know what? Sometimes I start getting into the trap of overthinking. Immediately put on my shoes, go for a walk. मन खुश है तो एक बूंद भी बरसात है. If the mind is happy, even one drop can be a rain. मन खुश है तो एक बूंद भी बरसात है. दुखी मन के आगे समुंदर की भी क्या औकात है. So if the mind is happy, even one drop of water can become like rain. But if the mind is dissatisfied, even an ocean of water will be useless. So mind can make a hell out of everything. So yeah, awareness, acceptance, and action.
Thank you so much for giving such a.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, my question is how to detach ourselves from the tendency to crave for results. We have heard this in Bhagavad Gita, detach yourself from result. Karma karo, phal ki ichha mat karo. We have read it, we hear it. But when it comes to practice, sometime when it goes prolonged actions and there is no result, it starts creeping into the mind. How to let go of the results, attachment, because we are driven by results. How to handle these situations?
So the problem is, if we become detached from results, I've seen, I don't want results, I'll just work. Slowly we become irresponsible, because the results are what tempts us to work hard. And if you say don't be attached to results, then we become irresponsible. And then if we focus on results, then we become attached. So in the name of responsibility, we become attached, and in the name of being detached, we become irresponsible. Two extremes. So your question is, how to be focusing on the work, how to be doing our duty without being disturbed by the results not coming our way. That is your question, right? I'll tell you what I do. I focus on the results because results is what motivates us to do. We are not pure as yet, like Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna. So focus on the process, the work. Aspire for the results. And keep coming back to Krishna. And always saying, Krishna, I'm doing this, but I know you are the doer. Please give me these results, but I trust you. But I'm attached to these results, Krishna. Please give me these results, but I trust you. I trust you. I want these results, Krishna, but I know you are the doer. If you keep affirming this, then if results come your way, what will happen? If you get the desired results, what will happen? Huh? You are happy. What else will happen? Pride.
Results are coming, pride.
How?
Sometime, Prabhu.
No. I've given you some. Okay. You didn't hear me. Okay, I'll say again. You are desperate for results, but you keep coming back to Krishna. You keep reassuring Krishna, please help me. Krishna, you are the doer. Krishna, I trust you, but I want these results. Krishna, please help me. Krishna, please help me. I'm doing this. I want these results. I'm attached to these results. Krishna, please help me. Krishna, you are the doer. I trust you. And then if you get the results, what will happen? Huh? Gratitude to Krishna. If you are a gentleman, if you are a decent human being, you will thank Krishna. You will be humble. You will realize that it is because of Krishna you got. And if you don't get the results, you will be detached. Because you have prayed to Krishna so many times, you remembered Krishna, you understand that there is a force beyond you. Now let us say there is no Krishna in the picture. And you work hard and get results the way you want. When you get the results, what will happen? What will happen when you get results? Pride. Why? Because you thought you are the doer. And if you don't get the results you want, what will happen? Depression. Because you thought I am the doer. So it is better to start training children from childhood that work hard, fight for it, go for it, but Krishna is the doer. Look for results. If you don't look for results, then you will not be inspired. But keep knowing. So I encourage children to read 18th chapter Gita. What is that verse? 18.14. Anybody has access? The verse begins like this. Adhishthanam tata karta karanam cha pratak vidam vividascha pratak cheshtha devam chaivatra panchamam. So anybody got the verse? Adhishthanam. It begins with Adhishthanam. Which verse it is? 18th chapter? 14? 18.14. So this verse, every devotee who is handling projects, programs, job, managerial responsibility should always remember this verse from the Gita, which say there are 5 factors that are responsible for your action and results. 5. Adhishthanam, the place of activity. Karta, your ambition. Adhishthanam tata karta karanam cha pratak vidam, your senses, your mind, ear, all the senses. Vividascha pratak cheshta, your practices, endeavor, effort, study, all of that is 4th. Devam chaivatra pancham. The 5th one is Devam, Krishna, factor beyond us. So 5. What is the first? Place of activity. 2nd? Karta, the doer. 3rd? Senses. 4th? Practices. And 5th? God. So cricket, how many of you know the game of cricket? All cricket players have some superstition. You know that? So when you're a great cricket batsman, Virat Kohli is one of the best cricket batsmen. So generally, not always, for a batsman, the home crowd affects. Home crowd, oh, they are cheering him. The place of action is favorable for getting results. And Virat Kohli's ambition also helps him, his passion also helps him for getting scoring runs. First is place of activity, 2nd his passion, 3rd is eye-hand movement, coordination, reflexes, all of that comes in play for success. 4th, practice. He has to do net practice. He can't say, I'll just come and play the final match. He has to everyday practice, right? And 5th one, are you seeing some best of the players? For no reason they get out. Why it happens? You know Sachin Tendulkar? He also knew the 5th factor is very, very important. So when he used to go to bat, he used to enter the cricket ground. He used to always put his right foot first. And one day he walked and then he realized, oh, I put my left foot. So he came back and again he entered the ground to bat. How many of you follow tennis? You know Rafael Nadal? What superstitions he has? You seen him? The bottle will do like this. Keep fidgeting so many things. Because he knows. Because superstition means what? They feel there is something which is beyond me. I want to get that right. There was one Australian cricket player. Before going to bat, before going to play, he would go to the dressing room and look at all the toilets. And the commodes, he would put them all down. And then he would come and play. And one day he got out first ball. He came back and he saw one of the commode's toilet seat was up. So then he took his cricket bat and broke all the toilet seats out of the angle. Why I am giving all these examples? There are so many factors which are not in our control. So we should study this verse 18.14 and understand that there are 5 factors. Work on what you can do. See, in India, I have seen devotees people go through 2 extremes. One is karmavad. I am the doer. I will get results I want, the way I want. That is karmavad. And some people go to devavad. Oh, God will give results when He wants. Why I have to worry? Ideal is both. You do your effort also and wait. Know that Lord will give results. Like a farmer. Farmer cannot be too extreme. Oh, I have to do the crops, I have to plant the seeds, I will get what I want. No. Some things are not in his control. Rain, so many things can happen. But a farmer cannot go to the other extreme. Oh, when it rains, when God will give, then I get crop. He has to put his effort. Wait for factors beyond his control. Similarly, be attached to your results. But remember Krishna, that doer. Krishna as a doer is the 5th part. You know, if you ignore that, then if you think, oh, Krishna only will do, you will not be able to put effort. All the 5 are important. Remember, all the 5 are important. Your passion, your desire is important. So Krishna has explained this in the conclusion of the Gita, 18th chapter. So be focused, otherwise you will never get what you want. Does that answer your question? Yes, thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
We were just discussing the Dav Bhakti. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
We were just discussing the line Dava Bhakti. Where do we see Mata Shabri in that context?
Mata?
Shabri.
Shabari. Yeah, so what happened to her? What is the point you are saying?
In those 9 aspects of Nava Bhakti, where do we see?
So that is there in Ramayana also. Navavidha Bhakti is there. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasaram. So in Ramayana they say Shravanam, best example is Hanuman. Because Hanumanji, now I don't remember all the examples for all the 9, but whatever I remember I'll tell you. For Shravanam they say example is Hanuman. Because Hanuman had asked from Lord a blessing that wherever the Ram Katha, wherever the Katha is happening, I want to be there. So I want to hear. So Shravanam is given the example. For Kirtanam, glorifying Lord Ram, Lavakush is given example. And Shravanam Kirtanam, Padasevanam, worshipping the lotus feet, Bharat Maharaj is given the example because he took Paduka of the Lord and worshipped it for 14 years. Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, for remembering the Lord constantly, Shabari is given example because she was remembering for centuries, waiting because her Guru had ordered her, had promised her. Shravanam Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam for deity worship. I forget. Archanam Vandanam for glorifying the Lord. I forget. Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Lakshman is given example. Dasyam. Sakhyam Sugriva is given. Sakhyam Atmanivedanam, offering everything. Vibhishan is given the example. Like that. 2 things we missed, na? What we missed? Archanam and Vandanam. For Archanam, I forget, I'll recall. I had written it, I had spoken about it once also. So it's there in the Ramayana. But Shabari, see, basically, that doesn't mean they're not doing the other 8. Everybody is doing all the 9, but just for our meditation, we are given one example. Like that. Is that okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Mantri. Here, first row. Shanda Marka. Sorry, Shanda Marka?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. We all are very fortunate to have you today in Burma, and at least for some time we are able to put our senses to good use today. So thank you Maharaj for coming to Burma. My question is, as we are talking about services, what kind of service you would recommend for us that we can take up, and what should be our intent?
What kind of services? It has to be an intersection of what you are good at and what is the need of the community also. That is the principle. It should be according to your nature, and also there should be a need for it. Then you will be happy and fulfilled. See, it's like this. 3 things, intersection of 3 circles actually. What you are good at, what you like to do, and what is useful for the community. I like to sing, but I'm not good at singing. So I can't just do what I like to do. I can't say I will do kirtan all the time. I may not be the best kirtaniya. So good at it, like to do, and also there has to be a need. Community has to have a need. Otherwise, I can do my own thing for my own. I like to make garland. Whole day we keep making garland, but you don't have temple, you don't have deities. The point is, something need has to be there in the community. So if you can get that, that is the best combination. But if you don't get that combination, then have some patience and assist some devotees who are having some vision and please them. And by assisting them, you may get some taste, you may discover some new taste, new interest. Many things in ISKCON I discovered, I thought I don't like it. But when I started getting involved, because to assist somebody else who knows or who is leading, by assisting them I started getting interest in many things. Because you get blessings also. Blessings is very powerful in Bhakti Yoga. So sometimes, I don't know what to do, but I know he knows what to do. So let me help him. Let me assist devotees who have some desire to serve. So then I've seen that when I assist and they are happy, then I get, like, I'm not a manager. I thought I can never do management. But then I started doing some things and then came out so good. I could manage, organize yatras. I was shocked at my own thing. I did it because I was in the mood of assisting someone. So sometimes we will surprise ourselves. That is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is the art of surprising yourself. It's amazing how you are amazed by what you can do for Krishna. Some of the devotees in ISKCON who have done the most beautiful paintings, they were never painters before. Some of the best cooks did not know any cooking in ISKCON. I know one of my very close friends is such a powerful preacher. He didn't know one word of English before he joined the ashram. And today he speaks fluent English and he learned English by reading Prabhupada books. How people develop talent for Krishna is amazing. So, what kind of service you should do? Ideally, intersection of three circles: what you are good at, what you like to do, and what is needed for the community. If that is not clear, then just assist some other devotees who are doing service. And when you assist them, you will discover some, because of the blessings, you will discover some interest.